Chapter 12. Dark Days. Betty had scarlet fever, and she was very ill. Only Hannah and the doctor knew how ill she was, and Hannah wouldn't let the girls tell Mrs. March about Beth. A letter from Washington added to their troubles. Their father wasn't so well. He would not be coming home for a long time. The day seemed dark now, and the house was sad and lonely. The hearts of the sisters were heavy, and the shadow of the death lay over their happy home. The 1st of December was a cold, wintry day. Snow fell fast, and the year seemed to be getting ready for its death. When the doctor came that morning, he looked for a long time at Beth, and held her hot hand for a minute. He put it quietly down and said to Hannah, "If Mrs. March can leave her husband, you should send for her now." Jo went to the post office and sent a telegram to her mother. When she got back, Laurie was there with a letter from Mr. Brooke, and this reported that Mr. March was better again. Jo read it thankfully, but her face looked so very sad. "What is it, Jo? Is Beth worse?" said Laurie. "I've sent for Mother. Hannah and the doctor told me to." "Oh, Jo, it is bad as that?" cried Laurie. "Yes, it is. Beth doesn't know us. She doesn't look like my Beth, and Mother and Father are far away." Jo began to cry. She put out her hand to Laurie, and he took it in his, saying, "I'm here. Hold on to me. Jo dear, your mother will be here sooner than you think. Grandfather and I decided to send a telegram to your mother yesterday, and Brooke has replied. Your mother will be here tonight." Jo threw her arms in Laurie's neck. "Oh, I'm so glad," she cried. "Go home now and rest. You'll be up half the night." Jo told Mag and Hannah the good news. A breath of fresh air seemed to blow through the house. Something better than sunshine brightened the quiet rooms. Everything seemed to feel the hopeful change. But Beth lay white and still. All day she lay like this. Once or twice the word water came from her dry lips. All day Jo and Max sat by her, watching, waiting, hoping. All day the snow fell, the wind stormed, and the hour went slowly by. But night came at last. Every time the clock sounded the hour, the sisters looked at each other. Each hour brought help nearer. Doctor came in and said that some change for the better or worse would happen about midnight. He would come back later. "If God saves Beth, I'll try to love him and work for him all my life," said Jo. "I wish I had no heart. It hurts so much," said Meg. 12 o'clock sounded, and they saw a change in Beth. A shadow seemed to fall on the little bed. She seemed worse. An hour went by, and nothing happened. Laurie left to meet Mrs. March at the station. Another hour passed. It was past 2 in the morning when Jo saw a change. Beth looked different. The look of pain was gone. The little face looked white but peaceful and at rest. Jo bent down and kissed Beth, saying, "Goodbye, my Beth. Goodbye." Hannah, asleep in her chair, woke up and went to the bed. She looked at Beth, felt her hands, and then cried. "She's sleeping naturally, thank God." Before Jo and Mag could believe the happy truth, the doctor came. "Yes, my dears, the little girl will get better. Keep the house quiet and let her sleep. When she wakes, give her this medicine." Meg and Jo left Hannah with the doctor and went out the room together. They held each other close. Their hearts were too full for words. Later, when the sun rose, they looked out on the bright snow, and the world seemed very lovely. There was a ring at the front door bell. It was their mother.